Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll run with ETN, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
73.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Hurts to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Another tote for Etienne. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, 73.
Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this. 2.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, Hunter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. ETN once more. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Nifty move. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Hunter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Hunter. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Travis Etienne as the 1st half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Hunter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Now with everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
ETN up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Love going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
One more time with ETN. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Payne Durham, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun to give to Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pitching it out to Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Scotty Miller, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Broncos 33, Jaguars 14.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stones.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On second down, ETN once more.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Charles, so for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to